안녕하세요. 저는 션이라고 합니다. 오늘은요, 한국어도 가르치도록 하겠습니다. So our main topic for today is Korean sentence structure and 자기소개. 자기소개 means self-introduction. So first we'll discuss about Korean sentence structure, followed by 자기소개. And under 자기소개, we will know about vocabulary words related to 국적 or nationality, and grammar points, 이에요, 예요, and 는. So Korean sentence come in two forms. One form is the subject predicate, in which the predicate can be a noun, an adjective, or a verb. And another form is the subject object verb form. We know that in English, sentences are usually written in subject verb object form, but in Korean, object always comes first before the verb. Let's look at some sample sentences. 한국 음식이 맛있어요. 한국 음식이 맛있어요. 한국 음식, which means Korean food, is the subject of the sentence. 맛있어요, which means it's delicious, is the predicate. And what is this E right here? Yes, that's right. That's the subject particle. And the subject particle tags 한국 음식 as the subject of the sentence. 저는 김태평이에요. 저는 김태평이에요. 저, which means I, is a subject, while 김태평이에요, which means I'm 김태평, is the predicate. And this 는 right here is the topic particle, which tags 저 as a topic of the sentence. Now let's look at the subject, object, verb form of Korean sentences. 청아가 피자를 먹어요. 청아가 피자를 먹어요. 청아 is a subject, 피자 is the object of the verb 먹어요, which means eats. And in this sentence, there are two particles, 가 and 를. 가 is a subject particle, which tags 청아 as the subject of the sentence. And 를 right here is the object particle, which tags 피자 as the object of the sentence or object of the verb 먹어요. And particles are attached to words to indicate the subject, object, location, time, and more. And these are some of the particles that you'll encounter as you study Korean language. So some particles include 은 and 는 for topic particle, 이 and 가 for subject particle, 을 and 를 for object particle. Now let's proceed to 자기소개 or self-introduction. Let's start 자기소개 with a simple conversation with 정국 and 지민. Let's start. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 저는 지민이에요. 한국 사람이에요? 네, 한국 사람이에요. So in this conversation, you should be familiarized with at least some of the expressions here, such as 안녕하세요, which means hello, 저, which means I, 지민 is the name of a person, and 네, which means yes. The text color in red will be encountered in the vocabulary portion of this lesson, and the text in green will be encountered during the grammar portion of this lesson. So let's proceed to the vocabulary words. So these vocabulary words are under 국적 or nationality. Let's read them one by one. 필리핀 사람, 필리핀 사람, which means Filipino. 한국 사람, 한국 사람, which means Korean. 중국 사람, 중국 사람, which means Chinese. 일본 사람, 일본 사람, which means Japanese. Can you see the pattern in the Kuktok vocabulary words a while ago? Yes, they all end in saram. So in introducing your nationality to other people in the Korean language, you just say the country and then say saram right after. That's it. So for example, if you're Filipino, you can just say that you are a Philippine saram. So let's proceed to the grammar points. So for the first grammar point, it is 이에요, 예요. And this grammar point is attached to a noun and is a declarative or interrogative ending to a sentence. And if the noun ends in a 받침 or a final consonant, use 이에요. If not, use 예요. So let's look at the sample sentence right here. 안녕하세요. 저는 지민이에요. 안녕하세요. 저는 야마다예요. So in this sentence, you can see that 이에요 is attached to 지민. Why? Because in the last letter of 지민, which is min, this min right here ends in a 받침, which is 니은. So we attach 이에요 to it. In the second sentence, right here, 예요 is attached to 야마다. Why? Because 야마다, the last letter is 다, does not end in a 받침. Therefore, we add 예요 to it. For the second grammar point, it's 은, 는. It indicates that the noun is a topic of the sentence, or in short, it's a topic particle. And if the noun ends in a 받침 or a final consonant, use 은. If not, use 는. So let's look at the sample sentence below. 치엔 씨는 태국 사람이에요? 네, 태국 사람이에요. As you can see right here, 치엔 씨 or Mr. Chien is attached to 는. Why? Because the she right here does not end in the 받침. So therefore, we attach 는 to it. And she, by the way, is like how you say Mr. or Miss to someone in Korean. Oh, and when we use 는 at the start of a conversation, we don't have to repeat the subject anymore in the next sentence. That's why the one who said 네, 태국 사람이에요 doesn't mention the name 치엔씨 anymore. So can you understand this entire conversation already? So let's read it one more time. 안녕하세요. 안녕하세요. 저는 지민이에요. 한국 사람이에요? 네, 한국 사람이에요. So I hope for this lesson you'll be able to be familiarized with the Korean sentence structure and be able to introduce yourself with your name and your nationality. 오늘의 수업 즐거웠나요? 좋아요. 그럼 다음에 만나요. 안녕히 가세요.